Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back. In this video, I'll first explain you the concept of virtual reality and then we will look at some differences between virtual reality and augmented reality. Virtual reality is a fully immersive computer simulated technology generated with the help of realistic images, sound and other sensation which gives a user a feeling of being in a different environment instead of the actual environment they are currently in. To experience virtual reality, users need a virtual reality headset that generates these realistic images and 3D surround sound effects. The main goal of virtual reality is to replace your actual reality with a computer generated virtual environment. And this reality could be in the form of a game, video, or some virtual application. There are two types of virtual headsets using which a user can experience virtual reality. In the first type of VR headset, you have to put your smartphone inside a cardboard or a plastic casing. For example, the Google Cardboard, Samsung Gear VR, or the Google Daydream. In the second type of VR headset, the user do not need a smartphone as all the necessary components are built inside this VR headset. These VR headset consist of a screen, some sensors and lenses which help in tracking the user's head position. The example of these headsets include the Oculus Rift HTC Vive, the Sony PlayStation VR, also called as the Sony Morpheus. Both these VR headsets consist of a pair of lenses which allow the user to view the stereoscopic images. Stereoscopic images or stereoscoping imagery is a technique that gives three-dimensional effect or 3D effect to an image. That is, it basically adds an illusion of depth to a flat image. The main sensors used in this VR headsets are the magnetometer, extrometer, gyroscope sensors, etc., which measure the motion and the direction in 3D space. A magnetometer sensor measures the magnetic field. That is, it basically acts like a compass. And it is generally used to detect the magnetic north and the south position. Extrometer sensor basically measures the change in X, Y, and Z axis of the smartphone. An extrometer sensor is used to detect whether your smartphone is in landscape mode or in portrait mode. For experiencing virtual reality, your smartphone should always be in landscape mode. A gyroscope sensor is an advanced form of extrometer sensor and it basically measures very small changes in the position of the phone. That is, when you tilt your phone, there will be a change in the position of the phone and these small changes are accurately measured by the gyroscope sensor. The gyroscope sensor is one of the most important sensors in VR because it is with the help of gyroscope sensor the head tracking takes place. I first heard about virtual reality in 2013 when I saw an online video of the Oculus Rift VR headset and I was really amazed by this technology. Oculus Rift was still in the prototype phase and the consumer model wasn't available at that particular time. The only thing that was clear to me at that time was that it's going to be a bit expensive. The Oculus Rift consisted of sensors like extrometer, gyroscope and optical lenses through which the user is immersed in a virtual world. But in 2014, Google did something totally out of the box. They released the Google Cardboard. So instead of buying a costly VR headset like the Oculus Rift, the user only requires an Android smartphone or an iPhone, as these phones already have some of the necessary sensors built in. So the user needs to insert their smartphone inside the Google Cardboard to experience virtual reality. So way back in 2014, I designed my first Google Cardboard headset and my wish of experiencing virtual reality became a reality. It is also because of the Google Cardboard, virtual reality became popular amongst the masses. The main reason why the Google Cardboard is an out-of-box technology is because for experiencing virtual reality in an Oculus Rift, you need to connect your VR headset to a high-end specification computer. So not only do you need a VR headset, but you should also have an high-end computer, which again is somewhat costly. But with the Google Cardboard, all you need is an Android smartphone or an iPhone that can be inserted inside it. So to conclude, in VR, your brain is basically tricked into thinking that the artificial reality is your actual reality. So guys, after explaining you virtual reality in detail, next let's look at some differences between VR and AR. Virtual reality completely replaces your actual reality with an artificial reality. Augmented reality adds up virtual object inside your actual real-world environment. For experiencing virtual reality, you require a head-mounted device which will immerse you completely inside a virtual world. Augmented reality can be experienced just with the help of an Android smartphone or an iPhone. Other than the Android smartphone and the iPhone, users can also use heads-up displays like HoloLens and Meta 2 for experiencing augmented reality. In AR, camera is the main sensor required for experiencing augmented reality. In VR, there is no need of the camera. Examples of virtual reality head-mounted displays include the Oculus Rift, HTC Vive, Google Cardboard, Samsung Gear VR, Google Daydream, and Sony PlayStation VR. Examples of augmented reality's heads-up displays include the HoloLens and the Meta 2. So guys, that's it from this video, and I'll see you in the next video.